I am here on location at Mount St. Helens in Washington State. And as you can see, it's a beautiful wilderness here. But it sure wasn't about 40 years ago. It was a disaster zone then. You see, on May 18th, 1980, Mount St. Helens blew its top in an impressive volcanic eruption, which immediately destroyed 230 square miles of forest. Now, when most people think of volcanoes, they immediately think lava. But that's just part of the story. You see, the volcano produced a billowing cloud of ash and dust. Imagine dropping the energy equivalent of an atomic bomb, like the one dropped on Hiroshima, every second for 9 hours. That's the power released during the 9-hour eruption of this volcano. And it's a small one compared to some of the ones in the past. You see, 2/3 of a mile of rock was pulverized into ash and ejected as far as 16 miles up into the atmosphere. Just how much ash was there? Well, imagine the ash cloud kind of like a big mushroom, right? Well, the stem would have been 10 miles wide, and then the top was 40 miles wide and 15 miles high. That's a big mushroom. Now, winds were moving the ash at freeway speeds, and soon it was drifting down over 11 states and several Canadian provinces towards the northeast. Some towns experienced darkness at midday. Now, this mushroom-shaped cloud of ash even cooled the earth by a fraction of a degree. Now, we know from the layers of volcanic ash in the rock record that Mount St. Helens is small potatoes, or maybe I should say small mushrooms, in comparison to some of the eruptions of the past. Now, I might point out that what's now known as Yellowstone National Park, well, you see, one of those was 1,000 times the size of the Mount St. Helens eruption. Imagine the mushroom-shaped cloud from that one. So, if one relatively small volcano could have such an impact on 11 other states, well, imagine the devastation of massive volcanoes all erupting during a short time span. Because that's exactly what happened during the global flood of Noah's day. Most of the rock record we have today was formed during the flood, so we know that there were massive volcanoes erupting during this time. Just imagine the effect that it had. You see, observable recent catastrophes give us clues to understanding Earth's past. I'm David Rives. Truly, the heavens declare the glory of God.
David is host of the television show Creation in the 21st Century, as seen on TBN every week, reaching millions of homes around the globe. Sign up for our updates at davidrives.com.